Islam, Bey. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey as a Moorish American Hebrew Muslim. I am reading the Holy Quran, rereading, and I'm going to reread chapter 5. It's called The Food. But first, before I reread it, once again, I'm in Annapolis, Maryland. You might hear spirits a lot of times when I'm here and I'm studying and my phone's down quiet at Annapolis, Maryland, Whole Foods. Spirits will start saying pay that are in the United States jurisdiction. As a Moorish American, we are not a part of that jurisdiction. Pay, he sold you, how, I love you, or they have the signs of telepathy that we as Moorish American and Monty Gray Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, reject. But they have it, and they'll start sending sharp pains, attacking the genitals. This is what they do in reference to those that are in the United States jurisdiction. Or they'll start sending thoughts about Christianity or another form of Islam. Or the United States military might be involved and somehow will start walking around with their uniforms on. So anyway, I just wanted to say this is what you might hear while I'm reading, and just a Hebrew Muslim, Moorish American, my nationality, and implementing natural laws of freedom, which includes, which is the Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, and all of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, all 4 of them. So this is what goes on in the United States jurisdiction, and besides slave breeding of animals mixed with human DNA, this is how they behave. This is how they behave towards people, towards energies that have no interest in knowing them, or have implied that they want to know them personally, because they are trying to slave breed. Okay. So I'm going to start off by reading the Holy Quran. The opening, it says, "In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Master of the day of requital, Thee do we serve, and Thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom Thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray." This is chapter 5. It's called The Food. Okay? Perfection of religion in Islam. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O you who believe, and I'm rereading this chapter, I already read it once before. Fulfill the obligations. The cattle, the quadrupeds are allowed to you, except that which is recited to you, not violating the prohibition against gain when you are on the pilgrimage. Surely Allah orders what He pleases. O you who believe, violate not the signs of Allah, nor the sacred month, nor the offerings, nor the victims with garlands, and those repairing to the sacred house, seeking the grace and pleasures of their Lord. And when you are free from pilgrimage obligation, then hunt. And let not hatred of a people, because they hinder you from the sacred mosque, incite you to transgress. And help one another in righteousness and piety. And help not one another in sin and aggression. And keep your duty to Allah. Surely Allah is severe in requiting evil. Forbidding to you is that which dies of itself, and blood and flesh of swine, and that on which any other name than that of Allah has been invoked, and the strangled animal, and that beaten to death, and that killed by a fall, and that killed by goring with the horn, and that which wild beasts have eaten, except what you slaughter, and that which is sacrificed on stones set up for idols, and that you seek to divide by arrows. That is a transgression. This day have those who disbelieve despaired of your religion. So fear them not, and fear me. This day have I perfected for you your religion, and completed my favor to you, and chosen for you Islam as a religion. But whoever is compelled by hunger, not inclining willfully to sin, then surely Allah is forgiving and merciful. I perfected for you your religion, and completed my favor to you, and chosen for you Islam as a religion. But whoever is compelled by hunger, not inclining willfully to sin, then surely Allah is forgiving and merciful. They ask thee as to what is allowed them. Say, the good things are allowed to you, and what you have taught the beasts and birds of prey, training them to hunt, you teach them of what Allah has taught you. So eat of that which they catch for you, and mention the name of Allah over it, and keep your duty to Allah. Surely Allah is swift in reckoning. The day all good things are made lawful for you, and the food of those who have been given the book is lawful for you, and your food is lawful for them, and so are the chaste from among the believing women, and the chaste from among those who have been giving the book before you, when you give them their diaries, taking them in marriage, not fornicating, nor taking them for paramours in secret. And whoever denies faith, his work indeed is vain, and in the hereafter he is of the losers. Section 2 of Chapter 5, the food. Duty of uprightness. O you who believe, when you rise up for prayer, wash your faces and your hands up to the elbows, and wipe your heads and wash your feet up to the ankles. And if you are under an obligation, then wash yourselves. And if you are sick or on a journey, or one of you comes from the privy, or you have had contact with women and you cannot find water, betake yourself to pure earth, and wipe your faces and your hands therewith. Allah desires not to place a burden on you, but He wishes to purify you, and that He may complete His favor on you, so that you may give thanks. And remember Allah's favor on you and His covenant with which He bound you when you said, "We have heard and we obey." And keep your duty to Allah. Surely Allah knows what is in the breast. O you who believe, be upright for Allah. Bears a witness with justice, and let not hatred of a people incite you not to be equitable. Be just, that is nearer to observance of duty, and keep your duty to Allah. Surely Allah is aware of what you do. Allah has promised to those who believe and do good deeds, from them is forgiveness and a mighty reward. And those who disbelieve and reject our messages, such are the companions of the flaming fire. O you who believe, remember Allah's favor on you when a people had determined to stretch out their hands against you. But He withheld their hands from you and kept your duty to Allah. And keep your duty to Allah, and on Allah let the believers rely. And I'm going to stop there. It is January the 26th, 2020.